Hey there and welcome. My name is Selena Beasley and I am a makeup coach. I teach women in online business who are embracing the power of video, how to do their makeup for the camera. And I've actually been doing this within my digital course. I've been doing this in my live Q&As. And it's actually been pretty helpful. It's extremely vulnerable for me, but it's actually been pretty helpful for my students. So I'm going to do it with you now. But I always encourage my students that before they get on camera, they should turn their camera on and look at their makeup, kind of do a little checkpoint or cross check rather to see, how things are before they go live or before they start the meeting or whatever. And I didn't do that this morning. And your mirror image, this is for free. For those of you that are not in the course, this one's for free. Your mirror image does not match your camera image. So what you see in the mirror and what looked blended and didn't look streaked and didn't look like, like it looked the way you wanted it to, it looked intentional, doesn't necessarily translate to the camera. And right now, this is a perfect example. So I'm going to use myself as the example. So I turned on my camera because we had this live plan today. And the first thing that I notice, so again, learn from my example. The first thing that I notice is that I have a little bit of a shine problem, okay? When you have, when your face looks shiny, and again, it didn't look like this in the camera. If your face looks shiny, it scatters the light. So I'm in front of a big window here. I want that light. I want to attract, I want to attract that light. Shine scatters the light. So what you want to do is you want to get a translucent powder, and this is great for it. So I'm going to get, this is actually a translucent powder, doesn't have any pigment to it, but it's going to absorb the shine and take care of, that. So see, now it's more of a matte finish. So now I'm not really scattering the light. I want all the light on me because it's all about me. No, shine really is a big issue. So that's one of the first things that I would do sort of in my cross check. So the second thing that I'm going to do, I don't know if you noticed that I gave my little intro while I was holding my blending brush, but I'm looking at my image and I'm going, okay, my blush looked fine in the mirror, not so blended in the camera. So again, this is something that I probably would not have noticed. It's something that, maybe wouldn't be an issue if we were face to face, but the camera has a mind of its own. And in online business, we really can't get away from it anymore. I mean, it's video is the way of the world. It's the way of the future. It is what people want it's what our audiences want. They want to hear us talking and they want to hear us, they want to be able to gauge our personalities. And so getting on camera, it's just not optional anymore. And so this is, it's something we have to contend with. So let's contend with it well. Okay, see, that's much better. And then the next thing that I would look at would probably be my lips. I'm actually really okay with my lips. Blend on my eyeshadow is okay. Okay. So hopefully this is my real life cross check. This is what I do when I turn on my camera. I'm like, okay, let's see what do we got going? Are we blended? Are we bold enough? Are we, how's it looking? So there, that was like my 30-second cross check, but this is how to look like seven figures. So welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We're talking about how to look like seven figures. Where did this come from? So I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory. I come from a very quirky family, which who doesn't come from a quirky family? My mother's probably watching this, and that's fine. She would say, yes, we are quirky. One of the things that I was taught growing up was that it was extremely taboo to let anybody know how much money you make. Like that was something you kept to yourself. You don't need to, if somebody talked about how much money that they made, it was like, I don't know, it was just, it was like them going on and on about like their political affiliation or their religious beliefs. It was right up there where it was just like, you know what, that's your business. And so since like I've entered into this world of business and marketing, and you know, we have this transparency in the online space now, the whole like putting out there how many figures, you know, you make or how many figures your business does, it feels like the digital equivalent of like the, you know, remember the hello, my name is sticker you used to have to put on, like if you'd go to a seminar. It's like on it's like on social bios. It's what, you know, if it's in keynote introductions, it's in bylines. I mean, it's just everywhere. It's like so-and-so, and they're 6 figures, and they're 8 figures, and they've built this multi-figure business. And there's just this thing in me that is just me. It's me. This is me. Like it's it's just me being like Sicilian, old fashioned. I'm just like, that's none of my business. Like, keep that to yourself. And I get it. Like if you want to make $1 million, you want to go and learn from somebody who has gotten those results and who knows how to get you those results. So I'm not saying like, don't talk about it. Don't do that. But for me, I was in a conversation with a friend the other day. We were talking about our most recent launch, and she was like, does it make you uncomfortable? Like when somebody asks you like, so how did your launch do? And they want a dollar amount. And I was like, yes. I said, how many figures you make, that's your business. Now, how many figures do you look? That's my business. And I was like, that actually rings more true than I thought. And so if you caught my story yesterday, I said that. I said, however, how many figures you make is your business. How many figures do you look? That's my business. Do you want to look like $1 million? And that is one of the things that I talk to clients, you know, all the time. And they're like, I just want to look, I just want to look gorgeous on camera. I hear through that, I read through that, you know, what they're saying. Like, if you're here and you're a woman in business, it's because, especially online business, we have an opportunity to bring our transformational message to the world. That is so just beautiful and powerful about what we get to do as women in online business. We did not start our businesses because we wanted to, we didn't enter a beauty pageant. Like that's not what we're wanting to do. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we have a message to bring. And so all of our offers and our strategies and our brainstorming and our collaborating, it's all, how do we get this message out into the world? Because it's ultimately going to serve more people and affect more lives. And so if you want to look like $1 million, I want to make sure that we get really, really clear on why. Why is that? Is it just to turn heads? To attract attention? Is it just because you want special treatment, or you want to be the envy of the gathering, the envy of the room? These are all, they may be honest reasons, but the fact of the matter is that attention and special favor and flattery, this is just, it's kind of like a golf cart. Like it'll get you to the country club, but it's not really going to get you, you're not going to go anywhere fast. You're not going to cover any serious distance in it. Like it's not enough. It's not enough to just want the flattery, the favor, and the attention. I think you're here. I think when you show up online and you show up as the face of your brand, these are the two things that I hear most that women in online business want. And this is why they show up as the face of their brand. They want to be cast as the authority in their field. And they want to signal authenticity to their viewers. They want authenticity and authority. And that is a much weightier vehicle than just, flattery and attention. That's the difference between attention and respect. And I think that's what you want. I think that's what you want when you come up in front of your audience. You're not trying, you don't want their flattery. You want we want authenticity. We want them to look at us and go, she knows what she's talking about. She takes herself seriously. I can there's some gravity to that. Like, I mean, talk to me. Like, is that what you want people to feel when they're in your space? And that's part of your branding. So the point is, if you want to look like $1 million, you need a vehicle that is fast and that's full of integrity and that's high performing. So this is not a Volvo ad. So we are talking about makeup, so stay with me. But the point is that the magic is not in the mirror. The magic is in the message that you want to bring to the world. And your personal image is simply the vehicle to move that message forward. So, okay. I want to sort of unpack this with you. Like, let's really drill down on this. If the standard here for our message is speed, efficiency, integrity, and high performance, then let's kind of go with the car analogy for a second, because I was on a roll there. No horrible pun intended. But so what is the difference between driving a beat up old station wagon and driving a shiny new Tesla? What's the difference? I mean, to kind of compare this to our image, what's the difference? What does it matter? Who cares if you turn on your camera to lead a talk or to lead your team and you're in a stained graphic t-shirt and a 3-day-old ponytail and you have dark circles under your eyes? Who cares? Like, what's the difference? And this is one of the things that I run into. I'm saying this in love, but this is one of the things that I run into, especially with women in business, because we're not in business because we want the flattery, the favor, the recognition, and we don't care about all that. We equate devoting and being intentional with our personal image to that. But that's not important. That's not necessary. And I'm telling you that it is necessary, and there's 3 reasons why. Real simple: the delivery, the draw, and the destination. Okay, so I'm gonna illustrate this for you. Let's unpack the delivery real quick. So, like I said, I think that you're in this world. I think you're in this sphere of online business because you do have a message to bring to the world. There is a change that you want to make. There is an injustice that needs to be made right. There is a problem for which you have a solution. Okay, so I hope you feel that way. I feel that way about my business. If your message isn't casual, your image shouldn't be either. If your message is not take it or leave it, then your image shouldn't be either. If your message has weight and it has a gravitational pull, then your image ought to have that gravitational pull. So the reason why is because, and I believe this, I say it over and over. If you go on my website or if you've been with me, any length of time, I say a powerful message and a confident image equals unstoppable results. They're like hand in glove. Have you ever I'm going to move on to the next point, and then this will make sense. So the delivery, the draw, last week I was at the doctor's office. I had a car accident a few weeks ago, and so I had to go to the orthopedics office. It was just a whole thing. And I made the first appointment of the day, which means that they're lucky that if I come in with matching socks. Like, it's the first appointment of the day. I just dropped my kids off. It's cool. It's like I'm not done. Okay, we're good if we have matching socks. So I go in, I check in. I'm sitting in the doctor's waiting room, or in the lobby rather, and this woman walks in. And it was like she absorbed all of the energy in the room. She was so put together and so poised, and so just from everything, from her hair and makeup to her clothes. Now, she wasn't like over the top, overly like who are you trying to impress? She wasn't particularly striking or she didn't have an entourage with her or anything. She wasn't, like Barbie doll figure. It wasn't like that at all. But it was the way that it was just the way that she carried herself. She didn't even have to open her mouth. I mean, the way she checked in at the front desk was sophisticated. And here I'm like hiding my emoji sock under my under my chair because I'm like, wow, like I'm telling you, it was like she had this gravitational pull. And here I find myself like going, I assumed she's got some important people to meet. She's got some important business to do. She has, I wonder what she does for a living. It must be a big deal. This person must be a big deal. And the point is that she didn't even open her mouth, and she created this wake of respect where I know I felt it. It was like, okay, this is like, I'm in the presence of something that is important. I don't know what it is. I mean, she could have been on her way to Publix for all I know. I don't know. But for me, I was like, okay, this is somebody that I feel like, I don't know what she does. I don't know if we'd be friends. I'm not sure, but I feel like what she does has value. She didn't even open her mouth. And I want, this is what I want from anybody that gets in my orbit or in the sound of my voice, is I want your image to be like your unspoken introduction, where people see you and they immediately make a connection with, she's on her way. She's on her way to do something important. There's something different about this one. The delivery, the draw, and the destination. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to say. I want to know what does arrival look like for you? And this is different for everybody. So I'll just kind of just kind of dream for a second. Like, does it look like the book deal? Like to have your face on a billboard in Times Square? Or what would it be, just the TEDx stage? Or would it be, just this endorsement or this affiliation? Like, what would be like, yeah, this would be like the ultimate. This would definitely be it. And I want you to really drill down. The fact of the matter is that if you keep drilling down to your message and your mission and the person that you want to serve, and you keep getting better every day at reaching that person, that destination is not just some, maybe one day, that's where you're headed, sister. Like it's going to become a reality. I am living proof of that. I have not shared this story publicly, so I'm going to share it fast. But in my first career, I was a touring singer. Some of you know that already. I was a touring singer, and there was this one artist that, in my mind, in my early 20s, I was like, if I could share a stage with that artist, like, oh my gosh, that would be like, please, that'd be the ultimate. Like, I will have arrived at my destination. And I volunteered at this outdoor music festival. And, you volunteer, you just get what you get. They put me on parking and trash pickup, at this outdoor music festival. I was like 22 years old. And I'm out in this massive field in the middle of Texas, and I'm picking up garbage. Y'all, I'm in this hideous neon orange vest because I had just come off of parking duty. And I get into the field and I'm picking up trash. And the band starts to sound check. They start to rehearse for the show later that night. And it was this artist that I'm like, oh man, if I could ever share a stage, that would be amazing. And it was this artist. And I'm like, it was like, this is forever burned in my brain. That moment of feeling like that reality is so far from my current reality. This is like, who are we kidding? Like, this is never, I'm here, neon orange, picking up trash, directing traffic. This is never, ever, ever going to happen. And fast forward, and 3 years later, I was dedicated, okay? I drilled and I worked and I sang at every lousy, like things I didn't get paid for, every cheesy studio jingle gig that I could get. I mean, I sang my butt off. And 3 years later, I got picked up by that tour. No lie. Like, I'm not kidding you. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. 3 years later, I got picked up on that tour. And I just remember feeling like at any minute, somebody, when I'm backstage, or I'm on the buses, or I'm kind of in these like closed door meetings with people that were doing these just huge, massive, platforms. And I'm like, okay, any second, someone's going to come in here and go, excuse me, miss, you don't belong here. We need to escort you off the premises. And I was like, any minute, this is what's going to happen. But I wanted to, my point is for you to be, I want you to be encouraged that destination, whatever that is, that feels like that's never going to freaking happen for me, is not too far-fetched. That is not too far out of the realm of possibility. I just know that. But I remember thinking, I want to look like somebody who belongs here. Like, I guess in my own way, it was like, I could fake it till I make it. Like, I want to look like, I don't want these people to regret that they asked me to be part of this. And I felt I was part of something that was bigger than I was. And I felt like, okay, it went from my mission, my desires to, this is a movement now. Now I've been called up to be part of the movement, and I want to look like I take this seriously, because I do. And I said something, I'm gonna close with this, but I said something a couple of weeks ago that I think really struck a chord. We want to deliver our transformational message. We want to draw the respect of our audience. We want to arrive at our destinations and look like we actually belong there. We have to look like we take ourselves seriously. I say that like I feel like I'm saying it like a mama bear. I'm saying it in love. Your message deserves to have an image that is going to catapult it forward. Your message is not casual. Your image doesn't need to be casual either. Your message is not take it or leave it. Your image doesn't need to be take it or leave it either. It needs to be, whoa, she just walked in the room, be it virtual or in person, and absorbed it was like, whoa, okay, she commanded the attention of the room. She cast herself as the authority in her field. She looks the part of her success. So I have chosen to specialize in makeup to improve your personal image, to improve your brand image. And I chose it because you don't have to wait. Makeup is one of those like low-hanging fruits. Like, you don't have to wait to lose the weight or for your hair to grow back from that awful haircut you got. Like, you don't have to wait. Like, you could go out this afternoon and be like, I'm gonna go get this color and this formula and this, and we're gonna do this thing. And I love that it's quick and it's a quick win. And so here's what I want to do for you. I'm super excited about this. You can do this in a day. Like, you can go from, sorry, I'm getting all excited. I'm getting all sweaty again. I move my hair back. You can do this. It does not have to take long. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, because you're a woman in business, it shouldn't be complicated. It should integrate so well into your life and be so easy for you to be able to like create that magnetic image for going on screen. it should be like this. We don't need to be, spending gobs of time and gobs of money on this. This should be simple. So I am issuing a challenge, and it is called the 7-Figure Image Challenge. Okay, so here's the scoop. This is 3 days of intentionally devoting to your on-screen image. And so I am going to walk you through a series of quick color and makeup applications and trainings, and you'll be entered into, automatically, just for entering the challenge, you'll be entered into a giveaway to win some fantastic beauty products, gift cards, and a one-on-one consultation with yours truly. So who is this for? This is for women in online business who are embracing the power of video to move their message forward. And they want a magnetic image to match their message. They want to magnetically attract their audience's attention across all of their media platforms. And so they want to learn how to do their makeup for the camera. They want to learn how to do it well. And where is this going to take place? This is actually going to take place in your email. So I'm going to send you an inspiration and a training for the day, short, quick things that you can literally implement that day. And like I said, you'll be entered to win a bunch of beautiful prizes. And why are we doing this? We are doing this because if you want to cast yourself as the leading expert in your field, that force to be reckoned with authority, and you believe, okay, you know what, I need an image that supports that. I want to look the part. I want to look the part of my success, my present success, my future success. A powerful message plus a confident image equals unstoppable results. You can take that one to the bank. Okay, so how do you join this challenge? You can comment 7-figure image. You can do it right now. You can comment 7-figure image, and I will send you the link to join. So I'm super, super excited. And if this is your first time like hanging out with me and you're like, what is this girl talking about? I do have like a little teaser mini training that I would love to send you. It's a lipstick masterclass, and you can, it's a 7-minute masterclass on how to choose and apply your lipstick for the camera. And you can just comment lipstick and I'll send that to you. And you can sort of be like, okay, who is this? Well, do I like her? I don't know if I want to hear this. And then you can decide if you want to accept the 7-figure image challenge. But I hope that you do, because I would love to be able to hear about what you're working on. What is lighting you up? Like, what is that destination? Let's talk about that. Like, do you know what it is? What is that destination? Because I for one would love to be one of those like marathon sideline, spectators. It's like, yeah, with the big old sign and just like, go. Okay. So there you have it. The 7-figure image challenge. Just comment 7-figure image and I'll send you the link. And I will send you all of the details so that you can get really excited about that, including what the prizes are, because they're awesome. Thank you for spending this 30 minutes with me today. I hope that it has just been, I want you to realize all of that beautiful potential that you have. And I want you to feel like you have someone in your corner who is just committed to helping you have an image that speaks for itself, that speaks for you, that you don't even have to open your mouth. People know there's something different about this girl. She's doing something important. She's seeing someone important. She's on a mission. So, all right, friend, have a fabulous day.